Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co Daily Market Minute for the trading day ending April 2nd. Firstly, S&P 500 establishing new highs here, 1893, a breakout up above the 1883 level achieved yesterday. Today a spinning top type candle, but the buyers have still managed to take control of this market for today's trading. Very important support at the previous 1883 level, that previous level of resistance. So that will establish itself now as an important barrier to the sellers if we do see any attempted change of trend. Bullish in all three time frames, but beginning to look a little overextended in the distance, trading away from the cloud. Next to gold futures, and here we see the buyers taking control for today's trading. They did lose some commitment as they tested up towards higher levels, and obviously the influence of the round number 1300 coming into play. But it does represent a change in net momentum back to the buyers as opposed to the sellers that we saw for the previous week and a half or so. Unusual market in big picture terms, bearish in the medium and fast term time frames, and if this market does rally to 1300 and if it doesn't find resistance there should be strong resistance coming in at the Tenkan-sen and just above around 1309. Like sweet crude oil, a smaller body size, it highlights a lack of or a reduction in the downside momentum from the sellers. The buyers have failed the sellers have failed to continue with control as they did for the previous day's trading, with neither side closing with control of this market. And we saw the sellers losing commitment down below the 99 level. As the market attempted to rally today, however, the 100 level has come into play, holding as resistance, and that will be an important barrier to this market moving forward. But a bearish market in all three time frames, neutral in the long-term time frame. Bearish momentum highlighted by the Chica span being below the corresponding price action. Moving to wheat futures, and here we've seen the sellers taking strong control of this market once again. Some decent follow through after the test to 683.75, suggesting that this market has further to go. 656 should be strong support. It coincides with the Kijun-sen, and price action attracted back towards a flat Kijun-sen. This market was looking very overextended up around these levels, so it wouldn't surprise to see the buyers come back in down around one of these levels as the market establishes some sort of equilibrium around these areas. If the market does rally, potential resistance 683.75. The pattern that was established over the previous few days, this flag type pattern, we've had a solid bearish close down below, and it does suggest that this market is destined for lower levels. It now is established as a reversal pattern, and the potential area that the market will trade to is roughly down around this previous support at the 640 level, and that is important if the market can break it down below the Kijun-sen. In terms of trend, however, this market is still bullish in the long-term time frame and the medium-term time frame, and we need to remember that. And the momentum here is still with the buyers. So this is just perhaps a short-term correction, potential to find support down around this Kijun-sen area, as I've mentioned. Moving to the US 30-year bonds, and here we've seen continued bearishness today with the fourth consecutive black candle and a fairly large black body with the sellers strongly in control. A solid bearish close down below 132, suggesting that this market may trade lower. We have some support extending roughly down to the 131.23 level, but there is potential for this market to trade to the bottom of the cloud, which is at 131. Now moving to the S&P futures on the hourly chart, and for the previous day's trading we saw the market quite bullish, trading above the Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen and the cloud, finding resistance at the first pivot point resistance level, coming off finding support at the Kijun-sen, rallying to find resistance on two occasions at the first pivot point resistance level. At the moment we're trading around the middle pivot point level and the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen. If this market can act in a bullish manner, we could easily see the market testing up to the first pivot point resistance level at 1887. But if we trade in a bearish manner down below the Kijun-sen, the first pivot point support level is at 1877, and then we have the cloud support coming into play, which will move from down around 1872 up to the 1878 area over the coming next few hours.